Matthew, I forbid you to go to the police,
What is the big
please.
deal? So Ryan finds out we slept together. It'll get you off the hook for Kyle's murder.
Nobody must know. Absolutely nobody.
What's going on? You covering for somebody?
No.
Okay, then I'm not.
Matthew, no.
What?
No, you can't go, please.
Give me one good reason why I can't.
Because I want you to make love to me right now.
So let me get this straight, Felicia. The clothes that you were wearing the night that Kyle Barkley was murdered are in the dry cleaners?
Yes, that's right.
Why?
They were dirty.
Ask a stupid question. Felicia, why were they dirty? I mean, especially considering the fact that you spent the entire night in Lorna's immaculately clean apartment. Victor, do you suppose you could give Felicia and me a moment alone?
That's all right, Victor. You don't have to leave. I have nothing to hide, Ryan.
I'll be outside. Felicia, can I get you a cup of coffee, anything?
You can get me out of here. I've told you everything I know.
Come on, Felicia, please, don't insult me. I've been a cop long enough to know when I can smell a cover-up. Let me tell you something. The story that you and your crew are telling stinks. It stinks real bad.
If you're trying to find out who killed Kyle, you're looking in the wrong place.
Maybe. Maybe I've looked far enough.
Jake,
Hey, baby, where you going?
I can't stand it anymore. I'm going to confront Carl.
Oh, very subtle. And what are you going to do? Huff and puff and blow his door down?
Well, I have to do something. He could be holding Rachel against her will.
You what?
You heard me, Jake. Kidnapping.
Kidnapping. Now, was that before or after that they bought teddy bears in public?
All right, you tell me what one of Rachel's drawings was doing at Carl's hotel suite.
You know, you're probably right. He's holding her captive and making her draw.
Well, don't tell me that she went there on her own. I don't believe it. I'm going to help Rachel.
Hey.
Oh. Stop it!
Want to dance?
Let me go. Get out of my way.
Paulina, you cannot go confront Carl. He's going to deny it. He's going to know what we're up to, and then we run the risk of losing Rachel for good.
Do you have a better idea?
Sure do. Hi, this is Jake McKinnon. Paulina Corey is checking out.
What?
So am I. Well, you can thank me when we find Rachel.
I'm down a half a case of setting lotion.
Setting lotion?
Oh, and put small curlers on the list. Mrs. DeVito walked out of here with an entire set on her head. Plus, she doesn't tip. Rachel, yo, I'm over here.
Setting lotion.
What on earth is eating you?
I don't know. Why? What are we up to?
I'd say Carl Hutchins.
Oh, Loretta.
Uh-huh, I knew it. That guy can take the twinkle out of your eye as fast as he puts it in.
I don't want to talk about Carl Hutchins.
Look, he was sweet as pie to you yesterday. Whisked you off to that art gallery? Got that fancy-schmancy dealer interested in your work?
Yes.
So what happened? Why are you more scattered than my second husband's ashes? Loretta's beauty shop are closed for the night.
Hello, Loretta. I know Rachel's there. I wish to speak to her. Loretta, are you there?
I'm afraid Rachel is out.
When will she be in?
Oh, I'm sorry, Carl. Gotta go.
Hutchins? Ah, they've checked out? Well, good riddance to both of them.
This is never going to work.
Once Carl thinks we've left New York, he will slink right away from his lair.
What makes you think he will fall for it?
Young lady. Take away a man's enemy. You take away his fear. Take away his fear, he drops his guard. Once Carl drops his guard, bingo, Rachel is ours.
No, we can't do this.
Matt,
no,
we can.
can't.
In your office.
No, not anywhere. You broke us up, remember? Splitsville.
Don't you want me? Don't you want to make love to me?
Do you have to ask me?
Well, then kiss me.
You want me to kiss you?
Yes.
You want to be with me?
Yes.
Pucker up. Hold that until I get back from police headquarters.
No,
I
not you.
knew it! Would you stop jerking me around? You'll do anything to stop me from talking to Ryan, including throw yourself at me.
How can you say that? Don't you want me? I want you.
Yes, I want you. I want you here and now in every corner of this studio, day and night.
Come here. Come right here.
No.
Just smell my perfume right here. Come on, it's new. Come on.
Would you, no, I can't smell your perfume. I can't be with you. I can't make love to you while you're playing these games.
Come on. You're not going to go to the police, are you?
Yes, I'm going to the police. I'm going to tell Ryan everything. I'm going to clear your name, and maybe our lives will get back to normal. Whatever the hell that is.
Wait, Matthew!
The cops, they came, they took my clothes.
Hey, we joined the club.
Yeah, well, where's Ryan? What's going on?
Look, he's questioning Felicia. He's inside. Why don't you grab a number and take a seat?
He's questioning her about what?
What do you think?
What do I think? Well, where's Lorna? Did she already get questioned?
No.
No? Well, where's Lorna?
Look, you were gonna find out eventually. She's gone.
She's gone. Gone, like to a relative?
No,
to
she's
Jenna?
missing. She picked up her clothes and she took off.
Oh, that's great. She used us to cook up an alibi and then she splits?
Well, maybe she had a good reason.
Yeah, she did. She killed Kyle. That's
Hey. Now, why don't you say that a little louder so all the nice officer friendlies can hear you?
How can you defend her? She deceived us.
She's been through hell, man.
Oh, so that gives her the right to murder my best friend.
You don't know that, man.
Oh, yeah, I do. I looked down the barrel of her gun. I know she could do it.
Come on, man. She was fried. Morgan, she could barely run a comb through her hair that morning. Why don't you just cut her some slack?
How could she do this? We helped her.
We help ourselves now by sticking to the story. Huh?
Forget it.
What?
I didn't kill Kyle, and I will be damned if I'm gonna watch my life fall apart because Lorna Devon decided it was easier to take a hike.
You gotta stop thinking about yourself fast.
I am going to tell the truth, and I am going to clear my name. I am getting out.
What, you gonna turn us out, man? You gonna explode our alibi? That is just what Ryan wants. Now, don't do this. Don't play right into his hands.
Get your hands off of me.
Fine. Now, there's a men's room right down the hall. Now, why don't you go there, okay? Now, you yell, you scream, you kick, you punch the stall, you do whatever you need to do. But when you come back, you are a rock. And when you talk to Ryan, you are a rock. Otherwise, one of the four of us is going to jail.
Okay, Felicia. Let me see if I can get this straight. The night that you hosted the rape show, your clothes were clean. Then you went over to Lorna's apartment, and you didn't do much but sit around, and then you slept there. And then the first thing you did when you got home is you took your clothes to the dry cleaners.
I always take my clothes to the dry cleaners. I'm a neat freak.
So maybe you knew that something had happened.
I don't know anything. Now, look, I wish you'd try and understand this. I was a wreck. My show was a complete fiasco. I was waiting for Kyle to hit us with a lawsuit. And what did I do? I just sort of pushed ahead and mentioned his name on air.
And then you threatened him.
I was in agony over Lorna. She was trying to be so strong, Ryan. She wanted to make sure women knew that there was a life after rape. And you know what I did? I subjected her to the same kind of humiliation that she had gone through with the man who raped her.
And you felt responsible
Of course I felt responsible for it. I didn't know where this guy was. I didn't know when he was going to show up. You think I was going to leave her alone in her apartment?
No, but you decided to leave her alone so you could take your clothes to the dry cleaners.
Yes, that's right, I did.
Why?
Because they were a mess.
Was there blood all over
No,
them?
of
Were there
course
powder
not.
burns?
No.
Were you there when Kyle Barkley was murdered?
No.
Or did you kill him yourself,
All right.
Felicia?
You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth.
Rachel, something has gone haywire between you and Carl. Worse.
You're making too much of my moods. All I need is a good dinner and a good night's sleep, that's all. I'll get it.
Yes, I have flowers for Rachel Davis.
I don't want the flowers. You can return them.
I can't do that, ma'am. You can throw them away if you want, but I gotta leave them with our customers.
Thank you, young man. There you go.
Thank you.
Now skedaddle. Now what did these pretty posies ever do to you? Except come from Carl.
Well, if you like the flowers, you may have them. I don't care for them.
Oh, my heavens. You slept with him, didn't you? You slept with Carl Hutchins.
Loretta.
Well, now it all makes perfect sense. He comes over here an absolute gentleman, just as sweet as pie, whisks you off to the country, very nice and romantic, and the day after sends you roses. And look at you, nothing but a mushy pile of remorse and
Not a
regret.
mushy pile of anything.
No wonder you've been moping around all day, just as moody as a hen without a rooster.
I don't believe this.
So you slept with him. You had a good time. What on earth is wrong with that?
Well, it's a total fantasy.
Look, you're an attractive woman. You're healthy. You're vibrant. Why shouldn't you have a relationship with a great guy like Carl Hutchins?
Because I'm not having a relationship, and we didn't sleep together.
You don't need to hide the truth from me, Rachel. I mean, after all, that guy is sexy as a peacock in full plume. Well, that romantic lingo, I mean, that warms you up right where it's supposed to.
Either we change the topic of conversation, or you can get somebody else to help you with your inventory.
Well, now, wait a minute. Don't get me wrong. I am on your side. If you tell me nothing happened, okay, I'll believe you. But when I see you with a guy like Carl Hutchins who appreciates fine...
I'm not, Loretta.
Loretta's Beauty Shop.
Loretta, it's me again. Now, don't let on to Rachel.
What can I do for you?
I have to see her, Loretta. I mean, she and I, we have so much to discuss.
You got that right.
Yes, will you keep her there? I'll be right over.
Only for you.
Thank you, dear lady. I shall fly on Phoebus' wings.
Well, do you believe that? Mrs. Lombardi gave herself an at-home rinse, turned her hair Wedgwood blue.
Oh.
Yeah. And turns out she has a big wing-ding social thing tonight, so I told her, come on in.
Now?
Yeah, I hope you don't mind, Rachel. I hate to ask this of you, but would you stay and help me out?
Keep an eye on the window.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I am going to Carl's hotel to see what I can find out about Rachel, and don't worry, we will definitely find Rachel.
Why?
Why what?
I know why I'm working so hard to find Rachel, Jake, but why are you? And don't give me that garbage about it coming from the goodness of your heart of wanting to help
Do you
John
think
and
that Rachel
Kelsey.
really came here to find herself in her art?
She needed peace and quiet, Jake. She needed time away from you and the business you gobbled
Yeah, well,
up.
what if she came here to get back at me?
What?
Rachel is an intelligent woman. She could, at this very moment, be plotting to get her company back, schmoozing contacts and wooing stockholders.
Well, and so what if she is? I would welcome that with open arms if it meant she was coming home.
I'll tell you something. Even if she is coming home, I am not going to back down. I earned my position in this company fair and square.
Jake, you're so paranoid. You know as well as I do that as long as the board wants you in, Rachel can't kick you out.
Why would she want to? I stabilized the company. The company is making money thanks to me. The family fortune is intact thanks to me.
And I suppose none of that had to do with Amanda.
Yeah, well, okay, great. I owe Amanda a great deal. But I am the one that got the union together. I am the one that got the people together. The people are working very hard, men, women, and they all respect me.
Well, it's so nice to hear you're treating your employees well.
I'm doing a good job, but does Rachel care? No. Does she give me any credit?
No.
You know something? I always knew that if I had a shot, I would just be great. And here I am with my shot, and I am, in fact, doing great.
Well, Jake, if that's what you wanted, I'm glad for you.
It's not everything that I want. You know what? One of the things that I wanted is Rachel would say, you know, Jake, I didn't think you could do it, but you're doing a good job. I was wrong. You deserve everything you have. I was wrong.
Well, I think you'll probably have to dream about it.
You know, but I'm not fooling myself, all right? When Rachel comes back, she's going to want me out of here, but I just want to know when and where.
All right, so the reason that you're here helping me is because you're scared of Rachel.
No. I just like to stay one step ahead of my enemy.
Ah, yes.
Speaking of enemy,
What is it, Carl?
get your coat. I got it.
Why don't I make it easy on both of us, and I'll give the dry cleaners a call, find out exactly what was on your...
You don't have to. I can tell you. I had brandy on it.
Brandy.
What, are you surprised?
No. It surprises me anymore. So why don't you tell me what happened?
It was after I had finished the show. I was very shaken about what had happened. Kyle's call and the lawsuit. In fact, I had mentioned his name. I was under a lot of stress. So as I was driving to Lorna's apartment, I drove past a liquor store. Before I knew it, I was the owner of a very nice bottle of brandy.
So did you drink it there, or did you drink it at the apartment?
No, I knew it would hurt Lorna so much to see me drunk. I left it in the car.
How long did it stay there?
Till the next day.
So then you drank it the next morning?
No. No. I tried to drink it. I spilled it all over my clothes. That's why my clothes had to be sent to the dry cleaners. End of story.
So you made it through the whole night. That's very commendable, Felicia, especially considering how close the bottle was.
It wasn't easy for me, Ryan.
Until the next morning when you couldn't hold out anymore, and then you just had to have that
I'm
drink.
an alcoholic. I always wanted
But
to.
Felicia, you've been sober for months.
I'm sober one day at a time.
But still, something sent you over the edge, Felicia. What was it? What made you drink? Kyle was dead, but you said that you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. But we thought that Kyle would still press a lawsuit. We were afraid he would come over. He would threaten Lorna again
He
in some
didn't
way.
do that, Felicia.
But you don't think that mattered to me? That I got any sleep at all that night?
I don't know, Felicia. I don't even know where you were that night.
I was at my daughter's apartment. I held it all together because of her. But the night seemed to go into the next day, and we were still so worried about Kyle, and I don't know, I couldn't stand it anymore, that's all.
And then you drank.
No.
But that's good, isn't it, Felicia? I mean, help me out here, because I'm really trying to understand. It's good that you didn't take a drink, so how come you didn't tell me that before?
Because one slip. Just one. Sobriety is my priority. I live by certain rules that help me get through every day. If I feel upset or lonely or I want a drink, I call Judy or Victor. But this particular day, I ignored the rules. I made a mistake. All I could think about was the taste of that brandy. I just didn't want to feel the pain anymore. So I tried to take a drink. It slipped, and I smelled of alcohol. I felt so ashamed.
Hey, Victor. Is Ryan in there?
Hey, he's busy. You're gonna have to wait.
I don't have time to hang around. And just tell him that I need to talk to him. It's very important, okay?
I'll do what I can.
Thanks a lot. Donna, what are you doing here?
Didn't you? You told him.
No, he's busy. But he is going to know about our night in Chicago, okay?
We have to
No
discuss
discussion.
it. Matthew, wait. Please, Matthew.
Did you calm down yet?
I'm not getting calm about Lorna.
Yeah, well, you have no choice. Just do it.
You know, she's got a lot of nerve,
Yeah.
and so do you.
Hey, don't blow this, Morgan.
What's the matter, Victor? Do I make you nervous?
Just stick to the story, okay?
You know, Lorna wanted me in on this, but now she's gone. You got it? And you've never trusted me. Why
You want
should...
trust? You want trust? You honor your promise.
By lying?
The truth has never been on your side. No one saw you that night. You have no alibi.
You know, I'm sick of hearing about alibis. A man is dead.
Oh, and he died right after you argued with him. I mean, a bartender had to pull you off Kyle, your friend.
Well, you got your facts a little mixed up, but yes, he was my friend.
As some friend, he almost let you hang for a crime you didn't commit. That and the fact that you have no alibi, you are in deep, my friend. Very deep.
You know, no matter what Kyle did, no one has the right to play God with his life. He did not deserve to die.
Marty? Come in.
He's shaking.
I'm all right.
You want to get a cup of coffee? You
No.
want to talk?
No, and I didn't give you away to
Look, why don't you call Judy? I'm
I
sure
have
she'd
to
like
go.
that. Felicia, will you take care of yourself?
So this was the customer we were waiting for?
Do I smell stew? By golly, yes. I better go see to it before something hits the ceiling.
You should know better than to come around when you're not wanted.
Now, are you going to give me a chance to apologize for last night?
There's no need to apologize.
I regret that our evening had to end so abruptly.
It's all right.
I understand your anger.
I'm not angry in the least.
You're upset, Rachel. Your feelings are hurt. I mean, that's the only reason you refused to see me today.
You think I'm some sort of hormonal teenager crying over my breakfast cereal?
No. Now I know how upset you are. Now, look, are you going to give me the chance to explain what happened last night?
Nothing happened last night.
No, but I wanted it to, as did you.
You thought I was going to sleep with you?
Well, that was the impression you gave. I mean, you did say yourself, didn't you, that you wanted to be with me?
Yes, and we were together. We talked, we had drinks.
We danced. We kissed.
Yes, we did. Did you think the next step was bed? It wasn't.
This place reeks of Gold Street. Rachel would never come down here.
You kidding me? This is ingenious. A quarry in Hell's Kitchen. I didn't think a quarry had ever seen a kitchen.
Jake, are you sure we're in the right place?
Well, this is about where Carl was dropped off by the cab.
Well, what do you know? A beauty shop.
So?
So beauty shop. Shampoo. Shampoo lady.
Carl. Yeah. I think I need a haircut. What's the matter now?
I can't just barge in there.
Why not?
What if it's not Rachel? What if he really is visiting a lady friend?
Please, we had a lovely day yesterday. Let's not ruin it.
I'm not procrastinating, but what if we're making a mistake?
I do not want to debate this anymore.
I don't think you mean a word of what you say, Rich. You know I care about you. Deeply, emotionally, amorously. In fact, I wouldn't be at all surprised if deep down you weren't in love with me. Yes.
Carl! How do?
Matthew? I'm busy, Donna.
We've got to talk.
I've already said all I have to say.
We're not finished with this discussion yet.
You want some tea?
Matthew, we're headed for disaster.
On your disaster scale, which is higher, Donna? Everyone finding out that we slept together, or you being a suspect in a murder?
Don't you remember what it was like when Iris almost found out about us?
Don't you remember what it was like when you went to jail for shooting Jake?
You don't have any perspective. You don't know what could happen if the truth came out about this relationship.
Because I'm too young, right? That's it. I'm too young. I mean, you said it's not true in the past, Donna, but let's face it. I'm too young. I embarrass you. You're robbing the cradle. I mean, why? Why is it? Why do I embarrass you that much that you'd rather go to jail than admit you slept with me?
Bo.
You know, even in a hurry, you're lovely.
Oh, my God, our date.
You forgot.
I did. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I won't take it personally.
No, please don't. I've just had such a terrible day.
Well, you know, I get the feeling that you'd rather be alone.
Would you mind?
Not at all. You know what? I'll call you from L.A. Okay?
L.A.?
Yes, I'm leaving in the morning.
Oh, no. I don't want you to say goodbye like that. No. Come on in, please.
This is not necessary.
Come on in, please. You know what? I think it's a lovely idea. I do. I mean, why should I sit here all by myself, you see, when I could have the company of someone, especially someone as handsome and charming as you are.
Well, maybe the company will do us both some good.
I agree with you. In fact, I think your companionship is exactly what I need right now.
Good.
Come on, sit down, please.
Okay.
Well, Morgan, I'm really sorry that Kyle's dead. I really am. You know, friends like that, they don't come along very often. Maybe once in a lifetime.
I didn't kill him.
You know what, Morgan? I believe you. But someone did, and it's my job to find out who. I was hoping that maybe you could help me do that.
I don't know how.
No, Kyle wasn't in town very long, but he certainly made an awful lot of enemies. Victor, Lorna, Felicia, they all wanted to see him dead. They're probably glad that he's dead.
We were all together when he was murdered.
You've been friends with Kyle how long? What, since you were in grade school?
Yes. Elliott Institute.
Elliott Institute. Blue blazer, red tie, white shirt, you know, yeah. I went to one of those too. It can be mighty lonely places if you don't have a friend to go through it with you, a really good friend.
You don't need to do this, Ryan. I know what I lost. Only I lost it before he was killed.
Oh yeah, no, I was just digressing. You brought back some memories. I had a good friend when I was that age too. His name was Simon. We used to hang out together all the time. We'd make tree forts, you know, play a ghost game with flashlights underneath your face. You remember that? Yeah. Doing stuff with Kyle? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You know, Simon and I, we had a real blast. There was one big difference, though, you know, between you and Kyle and Simon and I made Simon up. He was my imaginary friend. By the time I figured out that I really needed that kind of friend, he wasn't around. I had to uninvent him. Pretty weird, huh?
No, not really. I mean, lots of kids have imaginary playmates.
I guess I was just a little bit envious of you and Kyle, you know, that you had that kind of relationship. I bet you, you guys used to go out all the time together, and I bet you guys even belonged to the same fraternity.
Yeah, well, all that is true, but I still don't know who killed him.
Yeah, but we both know who wanted to. Come on, Morgan, there are 3 people in this town who wanted him dead. That would stand the most to gain from seeing Kyle dead. Now, why are you protecting them?
I'm not protecting
See,
anyone.
I can't understand that. I don't understand why. Victor and Lorna and Felicia, they don't care about you, Morgan. Come on, they're using you. You think those people are your friends, Morgan? They're not. Your real, true friend is dead. Morgan, I'm going to ask you one more time, and I want you to think real hard before you give me an answer. I want you to think about trying to give Kyle a call tonight, but you can't because he's chilling out in the morgue. Morgan, where were you the night that Kyle was killed?
Ryan.
Get out of here,
Look,
Victor.
I've got something to tell
Victor,
you.
you're interfering with the police investigation.
Don't let him bully
All right,
you like
that's
that,
it.
man.
Who are you covering for? Who are you covering for, Rodriguez? Morgan or yourself?
I can't believe you care so much what people think.
It's just that when I was growing up, this kind of thing wasn't done.
Well, I hear you had a way with the stable boys.
Michael was different. We were both young.
Now I'm the young one.
Younger.
You're entrenched.
Matthew, I have to be careful. I have children. I'm a grandmother, for heaven's sake.
So what?
So what would they think? What would they say?
Maybe they would be happy for you.
Maybe they would. A few of them, but the rest. We would be the subject of gossip and derision.
I don't care about gossip. I couldn't be any prouder to be seen with you anywhere at any time.
You're so sweet.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't matter. Not the age difference, not the gossip. Not as long as I can be with a woman I care about.
This is so difficult.
You're making it difficult, Donna.
It's just...
What?
We can't continue this relationship or we will be open to all of Bay City scrutinizing our every move.
Wait a minute. You mean if they didn't? Then you could. You would.
Well, anything's possible.
And wait a minute, are you saying that you want this relationship to continue because you've never said that before? Hold that thought. Matt Corey. Ryan, how you doing?
Hey, Matt, I got your message. What's up?
Wanted to talk to you about the press coverage for the murder story.
Wait, that's it? That's the urgent matter that you needed to talk to me about?
Yeah, I have to admit that I wanted to scoop my competitors.
Listen, let me tell you something, buddy. You are not going to win friends and influence people that way. Now, I understand that your taxes pay my salary, but that doesn't give you the right to bust into the middle of an interrogation.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I thought since it happened right in the studio.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of a lot of things. Listen, if I'm ready to give an interview, I'll let you know.
Well, that's more than I deserve. Thanks, Ryan.
Promise me you will not mention Chicago.
Just stop telling me it's over every other minute, okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you know what you could do?
What?
You could have transsexual parents who've abandoned their children, and you can reunite them on the show. It'll be great.
I think Phil did that, didn't he? Or maybe it was Sally.
No, I think they've all done
I
it.
think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You know, you really have given me some great ideas for jam session.
I love your smile.
I guess you didn't see much of that at rehab, did you?
Well, enough to know that I'd like to spend more time with you.
You know what? I'm glad you're here. As awful as my day has been, this evening has more than made up for it.
So no more feeling lonely?
Oh, I'll probably indulge myself after you leave. I'll think of my girls and how far away they are. How much I miss them. I do. But right now, just sitting here, having a wonderful chocolate dessert with such wonderful company. How much more could a girl want, huh?
Well, how about this?
So we just happened to be walking by when we...
Rummaging through the gift shops, looking for a bargain, were we?
And we were so surprised to see you in the window.
Jake, if you want anything back there, you really must talk to Loretta.
Sure, sorry.
Now, look here, duckies, let's stop wasting our time, shall we? This is not a social visit.
Carl, really?
Nor was your hotel an accidental choice, nor more your appearance outside my hotel room door.
We were in town on business, Carl.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you mind your own and stay out of mine? I don't like being followed. And I don't like people who follow me.
Oh, don't you believe in coincidence? Just bumping into people that you know?
Jake, you know, you, dear boy, are a pimple on the rump of humanity. Yes, now, why don't you stop this painful charade and tell me why you're
What
here.
have you gone and done now? You should see how much you have upset
The balance of your life. I know, but that's what my life is for now, Loretta. Kate McKinnon, Paulina Corey, I'd like you to meet Loretta Delahanty here.
Pleased to meet you.
You're Carl's shampoo lady.
That's right. Yes, I told you all about it, didn't I? Nothing so good has happened to me in years. How'd you like the roses? Scarlet for undeniable passion, a token of my affection.
If you have our statements, beyond that, we have nothing to say.
What if I said that your alibi was starting to spring leaks?
Well, if you have something to say it.
This forensics report here, it says that Kyle was involved in a struggle the night that he was killed. You fought with him at Sassy's, right?
That's correct, but I left before anything happened. You have your pick of witnesses.
Were you angry?
Sure, I was angry, but I did not pump a .38 bullet into him.
What about you, Victor? How did you feel when Kyle called Lorna a slut on TV?
The guy hated it, but I didn't kill him. Now, it seems to me as what you have is evidence that Kyle was in a fight. But aren't you looking for a murderer and someone who pulled the trigger? I guess you got nothing.
The forensics report is going to come back on all of your clothing. Oh, and by the way, thank you ever so much for helping me locate Lorna.
Is that all?
Snip your covering. I'll nail each and every one of you for aiding and abetting. One of your alibis is going to fall through. I can guarantee it.
Sorry you weren't able to crack your case, Detective. Maybe now you will believe us when we tell you that we were all together the night of the murder.
I'm going to crack your story, Rodriguez. It only takes one eyewitness to put you someplace other than at Lorna's. Now, if both of you were thinking of getting out of town to go after Lorna, don't.
I'm sorry. I just can't do this.
Forgive me, I may have pushed too much.
No, you didn't. I really thought that I wanted this too. I just don't think that I'm ready for it right now.
Well, you know, maybe we should call it an evening.
Bo, you're not offended, are you? I really don't want you to be offended.
Not at all. I just spent a wonderful evening with the most beautiful woman in Bay City. Thank you, Felicia. I had a great time.
Hey, why don't you stay a little longer? I could crack open the bubbly. We could drown our embarrassment in some sparkling water. What do you say?
Well, it sounds great, but my plane's leaving first thing in the morning.
Oh, all right.
And can I call you the next time I'm in town?
I would like that.
And so would I. Till then?
Yes.
Okay.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Here, try this. I think you'll be amazed at the shine.
Ah, thank you.
Well, it's really nice to meet you two. Any friend of Carl's is a friend of mine.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you too, Loretta.
Well, bye.
Bye.
So long.
There now, are you satisfied? Loretta couldn't have been nicer.
Oh, come on, you didn't buy into that for 1 minute. Can you imagine Carl with her? She's not sophisticated, she's not educated, she's not a gorgeous blonde.
What about affection, Jake? What about caring? Did you ever think of that?
Sure. I don't buy into it a bit.
Once again, I'm indebted to you, dear lady.
Oh, I don't know what it is about you, but it gets me every time.
Now, as a favor, not a word of any of this to Rachel.
I don't like to keep things from Rachel. She knows. She always knows.
No, well, she mustn't. These are the very people that caused her the heartache. These are the people that drove her from her home. And if she knows that they're here, it'll only upset her all over again.
Well, should we warn her?
No, I think that would be the very worst thing to do. She may feel compelled to run even further. And if I should lose her, I don't think I could bear that.
You really love her, don't you?
Loretta, for the first time in a very long time, my heart is full. It laughs, it weeps, it sings. It revels in each new day as if it were a gift. I breathe in this life, and I cannot get enough of it. And I want to live it with Rachel, and if that means I love her, then yes, Loretta, yes, 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 yes. I do love Rachel Corey.
This is Greg Liggins. There's word Michael Jackson wants to settle his sexual abuse lawsuit. The story tonight on Newswatch 10. And Washington wants to make sure you don't get sick from the fish you eat. Southern New England's leading hour of news begins up front at 5:30.